but you can tell a lot more about tokens a lot faster. Like, instead of just looking at them, then having to like dig through like socials and a bunch of shit, it's so much quicker to go this way. When you're looking at tokens, one of the big things you want to look at is like what's holding. You know, the dev, insider holding, top 10, bundles, stuff like that. Usually, if the dev is more than 5%, I'm pretty sketch on getting in. If insiders are over 15-20%, I'm sketch on getting in. If the top 10 holders are over 20-25%, I'm sketch on getting in. Mind you, like, all these things can kind of overlap. You know what I mean? So like the dev could have went and bought a bunch of tokens and sent them to wallets, and that's why they're insiders. You know what I mean? They could have been sniping, or they could have like bundled a transaction. You know, there's a bunch of shit that kind of like overlap, but anything along those lines, usually I'm really sketch on getting in, because there's a really good chance someone's just going to kill the chart. Someone's going to dump. People are, you know, greedy and don't want to watch an actual project grow anymore, so they just dump on shit. There are tokens that don't fall in that category though, that like, you know, are still good but don't fall in those lines. Like Trump. Like, Trump did really good for people. Melania, you know, some of these other ones. I don't know if Jelly launched on Pump Fund or not, but anyway, they have a bigger supply of things. You know, like, they have a reason to usually too. Like, you know, if it's a legit project, they're going to hold a bigger supply, especially if they need it for the platform or they need to use it in some way or another. So there's, you know, good projects still that don't fall into that, but, you know, majority of them, if they have those kind of things, they're sketch. Let's see here. Another thing you want to be on the lookout for, which a lot of people don't, is the holders. You want to see how many holders a project has. You know, if it's getting around that bonding stage, it's nice to have at least 100 holders in there. You don't want a bunch of, you know, the same people just buying that token up and holding a whole bunch. So like, if you see that the chart is going up but the holders are going down, sometimes that's like a sign that the team's buying up a bunch of tokens to kind of like mitigate a dump. So that's not a good thing. You know, if the chart's going up and the holders are going down, that's usually pretty sketch, and, you know, could mean it could dump. On the other hand, if the chart's going down but the holders are going up, that means that, you know, the bigger people, the original people that got in, are usually selling off and getting out, and a bunch of new money's coming in though, and they're making up for it. So if you see a chart that's going down a little but the holders are going up, that's a good thing.